Hold on. So today's topic is religion, right?
And it's Sunday.
Happy Sunday, y'all.
Happy Sunday.
That's Big Soul stuff.
What about religion?
Alright, what is religion to you?
Religion to me is your own personal connection to a higher power that you believe in.
Right.
I think that's what religion is. Like, that's what it should be to me. Yeah.
It should be to me.
Yeah, I think that's what I think it is.
Alright, so to me, religion is like, I think it's like, in my terminology, it's like a bunch of people just, they know what they doing, but you know what they doing.
I don't know.
Nah, it's like to me, if like I feel like religion is some shit that's like it's shared within amongst a group of people, like a belief shared within amongst a group of people, and like it's stipulations to it. I don't know. I can't really explain it, but I don't personally.
It is do's and don'ts.
Yeah, like I don't personally agree with religion. I don't have a religion. You have a religion?
I was raised on it, but like growing up, like being grown, like being a grown up, I'd be lying if I'd be like, yeah, I do. I mean, I'd be dead ass lying. Like, yeah, I got religion. I believe in, because it's like you really like to have a religion. That means that's what you live for.
Right.
You like if you're a Christian, you live for that God. So
right.
That means, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
And you be lying to yourself if you don't be like, you get what I'm saying?
Right. I feel like this, right? I feel like with religion, it's like how you said, like I feel like it's a belief thing, like, and it's a lot of shit that I don't believe. So it's like, how could I be? You get what I'm saying? How could I be a part of this, or how could I really portray myself to be this if I don't believe certain things? It's just like, to me, a lot of things don't.
What about religion you don't believe though?
Like it's not about, all right. I'm not gonna say religion as one. It's just about like my particular
about certain things, and like what type of like. What is something that you don't believe in?
Like all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I don't believe in. I gotta think about this one. That's a good question because I gotta.
All right, so cool. I don't believe in religion. Like a lot of, like a lot of, it contradicts itself a lot. So, like specifically, the Bible
Facts
contradicts itself. So it's like that's what I was raised on. So that's why I don't want to be like. That's why I don't believe in it. Like, cause it's like I don't want to be shaming the people who I really believe in.
Right.
But it's like it's just it ain't right to me. Like you see, like how God, like in the Bible, killed people. God killed people in the Bible. Mm-hmm. God burned people alive. God did mad stuff to people.
Right.
And they'll be like, yeah, it's a sin. Like if you do this, like you're going to hell. Like if you do what I did.
But they want us to be godly like. They want us to be
God-like, but don't do the things that. It's very deep with that stuff. So it's like I don't even want to use my brain for that shit.
Right. I feel like this, right? And this just keeping it all the way 100. My grandmother went to church every Sunday, but when I went with her on Sundays, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I never seen my grandmother read the Bible. Like I never came in her room seeing her actually with the Bible out reading it. You feel me? I never walked in seeing my grandmother praying. You feel me? When it's time to pray, my grandmother's always being an usher. She always walking around giving people tissues and shit like that. So I never really took it upon myself to want to get interested enough into reading the Bible. You get what I'm saying? But from what I've heard from people that is into the Bible, and from the times that I did try to read the Bible and understand it and just read certain parts of, you get what I'm saying? Because they got this little shit in the back of the Bible where it tells you where you're supposed to read it. If you want to find about love, you go read this. So I have read it that way, but that's only for certain knowledge. You feel me? So I haven't read the Bible from top to bottom to know everything. But I wasn't raised that type of Christian, if that's what she want to call herself. And I'm not shaming my grandmother. Shout out to her, like love her dearly. But I just wasn't raised in that type of Christian like environment. So
I was very much raised in that though. Like when I ain't even know cat, like it's no shade or like when I say very much church plays, all like real talk. Like that's how I had to grow. That's how I grew up.
right.
My grandfather took like he was a pastor. Like that's what he went to school for. Did that, and then low key like my father's wife, she into the church heavy. So it was like I always like had this church
Right.
type of, and they was two different type of churches too. Like come to find out when I'm grown.
Right. Right.
Like so it's like it's very, very
And as like
contradict. Do you know how many types of Christians you can be? You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
wow.
right.
How?
That's a fact.
You get what I'm saying to you? Like it's very. It's
I feel
something
like-
that I don't believe, and then you got to think like when people be like, "Oh, I'm this my religion." Well, if you don't believe in this, then
Right.
what you believe in, you get power to though, for real. So if you believe in God, like you gotta believe in the devil and stuff like that.
Right.
Believe in none of that shit.
Let me tell you, right.
For real, for real.
Like
Right.
I believe in having different, like I might sound crazy, but I believe in having different consciences. Like you get what I'm saying? Like it be a certain part of your conscience that's telling you to do fucked up shit. You get what I'm saying? But I don't believe that like how could I say, like I don't believe that there's a devil that's actually working to make people do these things. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like I believe that this is shit that people just really want to fucking do, and then you have to like it's crazy as hell. Like it's really crazy as hell because like
What you get energy to, you believe in. So people be believing in that. People who believe in that, they gonna tell you that that's the devil.
But
they're
look,
not gonna tell you that
weird.
this person really deranged and crazy,
Right,
and that's why
right.
he went and shot the church.
right.
You
But
get what I'm
look,
saying?
I get what you're saying, but this is what I'm saying too. It's like this, right? The same way that I don't believe in the devil, like I don't be with that. I don't be with shit that seems like demonic. You feel me? I don't be with that satanic shit. Yeah, I don't be with that shit. Like I don't be with that shit. And it's not even like I'm on some like if I had to choose a side, like hell yeah, I'm going with God, motherfucker. Like so if whoever that is, like you get what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like I don't be with that shit. Like that's just, even if I don't believe in that I don't be with none of that. Like I ain't with that. But
That'd be different.
I do believe that shit that we were taught from like ages and generations ago, I believe that shit plays a major part in how people like use religion. You feel me? I feel like religion back in the day, back in like when people like talking about slavery, that shit was an escape for them. They sing, you get what I'm saying? They get some type of, it was hope.
Religion into you. Not even hope. They beat. They didn't know religion. When people
I'm
came
talking
here, they
about.
didn't know the Bible.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like going to the little churches, the ceremony. Like that was like that was like an act, like not an activity, but that was something for that singing. That was like, you get what I'm saying? Like that shit ain't how it is right now. That shit is a fashion show now. Motherfuckers go to church and get dressed up to see what the next motherfucker got on, or they go there just to be, you feel me, just to look nice. I'm going to church on Sunday, girl. I'm about to wear my new motherfucking 3-piece. You don't need, like that shit just be crazy. Like, my grandmother literally used to take me to church to show me off. Buy me a nice-ass outfit, bring me there. Everybody, oh, my gosh, your granddaughter, yeah, you know. Or I used to play the violin, do hella shit, like, in the church, but I wasn't in the church. Like, I was just there to do whatever. I was there to do whatever she wanted me to do, and that was that. I wasn't never, like, gave my energy to that. My aunt used to take me, like, but I don't know, it was just something about it. I just didn't. I used to just be peeping mad shit. Like, y'all up there, 3 sitting at the pulpit, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Y'all not even reading the Bible. Y'all ain't doing shit. Y'all just looking at everybody in the crowd. Like, what is your job? Like, what are you protecting the pastor? Like, I just never really understood the whole setup. None of that shit. Like, I really never. It was scary to me. Like, I don't know. I just never really was a church person. Church wasn't ever my thing. I
has
feel like
a lot. So look, if you believe in it, like, you know what, like if you really believe in it, it will really coincide with your life.
Yes, it will.
If you believe in it. Like, if you don't believe in it, it's not really gonna coincide with your life. Some stuff that go off, like, you gotta have. That's why I be feeling like religion personal. It's like something in you makes you want to believe that. Like, you gotta believe it. That's what you want. You get what I'm saying? It's personal. Like,
so do you believe when like people be talking to you and they just start crying like I found God? Like, do you believe shit like that? Like, do you believe that be real? So what do you think that is?
I believe like praying for stuff, right? You ever prayed and something really happened? Like, really pray, oh my God, I need this, oh, good, like, really pray.
I think I pray every fucking, like, every time, like.
For something specifically, though, and it happened. Like, really, like, you ever prayed for something and you really, like, it happened?
Nah, because, like I said, I never really believed in, like.
So you never prayed for real?
Nah, like, let me tell you, I'm just gonna give you an example of shit that I pray for. Like, on some, like, when I used to be walking, like, God, please, just let me make it home. Like, you feel me? Like, just. Like, let me, you feel me? Let me make it home. Like, that's it. And that
but
shit.
See,
and I feel like that right there, like, I feel like that was enough for me to, like, I knew, like, I'm getting home.
People only be knowing, like, when they, like, I don't know.
I don't know, that shit is, like I said, that shit be crazy. My nigga, like, real shit. Like, I don't really be asking, like, God, please, I need $100 million right now. I don't do shit like that, or God needed some, like, I don't know. Like, I be,
hey,
like.
No bullshit. I really done prayed for shit before and it really happened. Like, for like, please do the. And it really happened. No cap. Like, no exaggeration or nothing. And then it'd be like, why this happening though? You know what I'm saying? Like, no bullshit. Like, when my grandfather died from some bullshit. Like, some bullshit. So it's like, that right there alone, like, set me off.
Nah, look, like.
Set me off track. Like, he believed in you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hell no.
Right. That's just like real shit. Like Biz's father, like, I swear to God, that nigga was the realest nigga I ever met in life. Like, do for everybody he ever come in contact with. Like, he don't gotta know that you, like, you get what I'm saying? He don't gotta know you from a can of paint. He ask you, like, you okay? Like, he just one of them type. Everybody, like, anybody he, like,
that's how you
hurting still help. Like, damn, how him? Like, I know other motherfuckers that's out here that deserve, you feel me? Like, damn, like, right then and there was just like, nah, like, faithful, go to church, real believer, take care of your family, like, everything else
I watched my grandfather really believe. I watched. That's why I can say I have the concept of what religion is. Seriously, I really have the concept of it. Like, I grew up in it. I seen it. I seen what, like, he really used to get up 5:30 in the morning. He like, since he been here, like, he owned churches. Like, that's what he owned two. The last one he owned, like, this is the last one he owned that. He did. You know what I'm saying? So he used to get up 5:30 in the morning, go to the church and pray. It's belief. It's faith. That's real. For you to really get up 5:30 in the morning every day and drive on the highway. We ain't gonna tell you how old he is. You know what I'm saying? But, and go there and pray for his family and pray for everything. Like, this thing he did daily. So it's like, I seen it. I know what, like, it could do to somebody, like, who really believe in it, and I can't knock it in no type of way. I be feeling bad for me saying, like, I don't believe in religion. I be feeling bad because I know somebody who, like, I seen the type of life he lived from believing in religion. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like nothing was wrong with the life he lived. Got 10 kids, he took care of all his family, owned houses, owned cars. He lived a long life and died believing in it, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, I be feeling bad not wanting to be like, I believe in religion. I be feeling bad, but it just don't sit with me.
But it's like this, like, I feel bad for not being real with myself, for trying to force myself to
like,
believe,
yeah,
like, I do. You feel me? Like, you have to, and you have to be, like, you get what I'm saying? Like I feel like I want it, but I just feel like it's not.
Somebody here that believes in something.
In something, right?
Yeah, like somebody that believes in religion and be like, look, cause that'd have been great. Like, that'd have been great. They'd have been probably helping us.
Because we too much on the same page. It's not really, you feel me? I'm not. I'm really not, but
and
then
look. I ain't with that devil shit either.
I'm not with that devil shit either, but look, let me ask you this. Alright, so do you believe in good luck, bad luck?
Nah.
I don't believe in that shit either, my nigga. I don't feel
like
your people be like, yo, you got good, you got good luck. Like, nah, I feel like if it's meant, it's meant. It's gonna happen regardless. Like,
do you believe in fate?
No.
And destiny?
Like,
kind of, sorta, a little bit.
Alright, wait. What is destiny? Like, what is destiny?
What is destiny? Something that's like, I don't know.
Like, you feel like it's yeah. Please go Google that, because I can't really say. I gotta know the real definition, because I think the way people use it ain't the real definition of it. I ain't gonna lie.
The events that will necessarily happen to a particular person or thing in the future.
So necessarily means almost guaranteed.
Almost guaranteed.
Right. Alright, so do I believe in that? Like, you destined to
believe to control what
Nah, no.
Fate.
Nah.
So, right, it's weird. I believe in that shit.
How? Explain. Like,
I believe that what you like, what's meant to be is gonna be like. That's the word they gave me though. Like, what's meant is fated. Like, it's meant. I think that's fate. People tie that to fate. Like, what's meant to be, it's either. But do you see how weird it is? Your fate or your destiny. Both of them sound completely different at all. Fate sound almost fatal.
Right.
Or like death.
Right.
Destiny is like what I'm destined for, but they're the same in one though. You get that?
But this is the shit, right? I don't feel like that's a difference. Like, it's weird, because look, that's a difference from you saying like I'm destined to, like, you can't say I'm destined to be a doctor. Feel me?
My fate was to be a doctor.
No. Look up fate. You're not gonna say I'm destined to be a doctor. You're gonna say like, yo, this love was destined for me. You can say some shit like that, like a feeling or emotion or some shit like that.
The development of events beyond a person's control, regarded as determined by supernatural.
Alright.
So basically, your fate is controlled by somebody else. You control your destiny, though. Cool. That's what that means. That's what it is.
Alright.
So you don't believe in that? You don't believe that you can control your, like, that's what this just.
I believe, but I don't believe in fate. I don't believe somebody else can control. Like, I feel like that, like, goes back to bully. Like, I don't feel like I don't.
Shit,
it's weird. That's what.
This shit say be destined to happen. It's in the definition. The verb.
What?
Be fated. Fated
Yeah.
is the verb. Be destined to happen, turn out, or act in a particular way. You get what I'm saying? How weird.
That shit weird.
Should be.
I don't know.
How they try to get you.
I don't know. But I know that good luck, bad luck shit. I don't believe in that shit. Like, but I can't say that. I believe in karma. I do believe what you put. Like, I do believe what you put out. Yeah. Nah, I don't know vibrations. I don't know about no vibrations. I never got that deep with it.
Sure.
I believe in energies, though. I believe that shit is real. That energy shit is literally real. When you come around, like, I swear to God, so it's just like how when that teapot, you remember, shit got turned upside down. Like, you feel me? That's an energy.
Wow.
Facts. That's just like, alright, so
hey,
would you ever make your own religion? Like, or would you, or not even make your own religion? Like, would you, like, you know how people, so do you believe in a cult? No.
But yeah, if you believe in the word, yeah. If you believe in like the word cult is not guaranteed. Cult is not connected to religion. You know that, right? A cult is a group of people that believe in something. So we could be a group of people that believe in fucking ground beef. What you talking about? We're a cult of ground beef believers. You get what I'm saying?
Oh my fucking God.
I'm keeping it 100. cult is not necessarily tied to religion. I mean, religion is tied to like, I'm not good. Yeah, cult is not.
But you know,
cult assistance, onam, cat, religious veneration and devotion directed toward a particular fine figure or object.
Yeah, but in tied to religion, like they believe
object,
in. Oh, look, that's what I'm saying.
Look,
look,
we ain't never.
No, look, this is the.
On Google from the door and looked up what is religion.
I look up what is religion, but this is what I'm saying. A cult is like I boom, something that's I boom. If let's just say we believe in that I.
See, I knew it was personal.
Yeah.
Personal.
Okay.
Just personal. Keep saying.
Read the whole definition out. So
the belief in and worship of a superhuman controlling power, especially a personal god or gods.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Super.
Future. You believe in future? Do you worship him?
No.
Are you a cult? You in a future cult? Yes, you is.
No, I'm not.
You in a cult for Future and Lil Wayne. You in the Lil Wayne cult and the Lil cult. And you in? You is though.
Stop. For real. Nah, look. Nah. Why do you believe that people really do, like, it's a certain part of the religion that they believe in, a certain thing in the religion that they believe in.
That connects to them. You know what I'm saying? It's the connection.
But why does it always have to be a leader, though? A leader of a cult? Because they believe in him. The people of the cult start believing in him. Like, that shit is weird. So do you believe God is do you believe that it's a person?
Do you believe we was created? How did we get here? It was just like a person, boom, I'm here. Then there was another person, boom, I'm here. How do you believe we came here? How do you believe people came about? Seriously though.
I believe, like, honestly, like, I don't really.
You gotta believe. I believe in a higher power.
I believe in the higher power. I don't know. I believe that we came from animals, and I don't really know. I do. Yes, I really do believe I believe we are animals. Like, I believe that shit just.
Really look, I told you.
You said no.
I told you we're gonna leave
what?
it out. We leave it out.
So where did they come from?
We leaving it out.
Where did they come
We
from?
don't know.
So we don't know where we come from. Exactly. We don't know. Yeah.
Who the fuck is they?
The Lians.
I told them leave it alone, son.
Where did they come from?
They not from here.
So where we come from?
Yo, I don't know, son.
So how come we can do all this superhuman shit and they can't do nothing?
Who's to say that? Do you believe in the Lians though?
I believe that there are Lians, yeah, but I don't believe that they made us.
You don't think that we come from Lians? Like we don't, like, we not like something that you don't believe that. I believe that. I believe that people was created. Like, even if you believe in religion, where do these higher powers come from that nobody's never seen? Where do they come from? We asking about the Lians and where the fuck they come from?
Right.
Where do these gods come from?
I don't know.
And don't these gods that people believe in create us? Don't they say that in each religion? You see that God, whichever God, created people.
Right.
You gotta believe in what's like logical.
Alright, so how do you believe life is? Like, how do you believe that after you die, then what?
I don't know. That's something I don't even jump off into. I don't like I don't know about that. The what they call it? The thereafter.
The afterlife.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know nobody who went to it.
Exactly.
I don't know nobody who went to it.
You don't know nobody that went to heaven. You don't know nobody that went to hell.
You know
Do you believe the people that could talk to? Do you believe people that they like? I could talk to the dead.
If they believe it, they believe it. But
Wait.
they believe that shit. But
So do you believe it? You believe if they believe it? Yo.
yeah,
Do you believe that that's possible though? You believe people could talk to the dead?
I don't know. I believe spirits are real. I believe spirits are real. Like when I say I believe they real, I don't believe.
Do you believe they
it's
could
like,
talk? You believe that you
I
can
know
see
that
them?
spirits
You can see them in
are
the
real.
form? Do you think you can see them in the form?
I don't know. I just know that they real, bro. Like it's like if you gotta everything talks about what religion you on. We on religion still, so
Right.
like spirits. Religion talks about spirits. Like, every religion, very more in depth. Like in Islam, they tell you about different types of spirits. Yes, yes they do. They tell you about the jinn and like how the jinn could live in your toilet and how you're not supposed to talk over the toilet and do certain things in the bathroom, and it's very in depth. Like,
So how do you feel about Islam like that? Like how do you feel about the Muslim religion?
I believe that they're the most unchanged religion there is. That's what I believe. Islam is the most unchanged religion. But there is different types of Islamic belief. You understand? You can be Sunni. You can be. You get what I'm saying? It's so many different types of Islamic religion. Because people believe in. That's how I feel.
I don't like.
I believe in aliens.
Nah, look, this is shit. I believe this, right? Not all. This is only the ones that I have ever had any encounter with, talked to, just seeing. They are the most. Muslims are the most strong. Like they the most like aggressive religion. Like they are like I feel like they more boisterous and more outspoken than Christians and fucking Jehovah Witness. I feel like Muslims is more aggressive with their shit. Like
you wanna know? All right.
I mean, towards other religions, like they're aggressive.
Nah, it be the people who talk about it. It be those type of people because Islam, they talk about Jesus Christ. They talk about this man in the Bible. They talk about him in the Quran. They do. They talk. They don't discredit Jesus Christ in the Quran. They talk about a prophet, that he was a prophet. You get what I'm saying? All of the other stuff, I don't know, like walking on water or doing these miracles and stuff like that. But
so you think the Lions created all this? Like you created
yes, and yes. I believe
like everything,
aliens.
like the craters and all of that.
To me, I believe.
Trees, like water.
Check this out. We still on religion, right? So quick, like little. I ain't going off subject. NASA, right? You know about Mars? You ever seen pictures of Mars? Ain't they always red?
What it's supposed to look like.
No. It's always red. Do you know that?
But this is what I'm saying. I never seen it.
They just came out though. Like I say, like in the last past 3 to 4 years, they just came out telling people the truth about Mars. Like NASA always put a filter on the pictures, a red tinted picture, like to tint the picture, like how people use frames. NASA used a filter, red tint. The actual pictures look just like here, like how the sky look, how everything look like here. like actual pictures of Monica. So it's
and
like,
why would they do that? Put the tent over it.
But they don't want people to know. Like, do you know how dangerous knowing is? Like knowledge is very dangerous. People don't think that. Like, to really know.
So you don't believe that if somebody, like, think about what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
If it's other planets out here that they're saying that is one that's so fucking little, it's impossible for people to live on because it's so cold and it's so far away from the.
They don't fucking know.
Exactly.
Or if they do know, they're not going to tell people. You understand? Like, do you like? It's so deep with shit like that. Like how they say they already was sending people.
Let
to
me ask you
how
do you feel about all this?
Weird.
How do you feel about right? Since you was in the back to religion, since you was raised in the church, right? You feel me? How do you feel about in the Book of Revelations and when it was saying like, yo,
all this stuff that's happening is happening for real?
How do you feel about that? Like, do you believe that this is?
So you should believe that because of all of this stuff in the Bible that's saying that it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
Like, you don't like. Could it be possible that this is a plan to make the believers, feel me? The believers that actually, to make them think like, yo, I gotta do all this. Let me, you feel me? Do all this shit that they're saying in the Bible that I gotta do before he come. You feel me?
That's a deep question.
That's a deep question, right?
Yeah, because all of the stuff is happening that they're saying. Like, that's the weirdest thing about the Bible. That I'm talking about to the T. Like, to the T. To the T.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to the T.
Right.
That's the weirdest thing about the Bible. To the T is saying. You get what I'm saying? It's like you want to believe or you don't. Because it's like now, you starting to, like, if you wanted to believe in something, you should. You get what I'm saying? That's how they trying to go. Like, if you want to believe in something, you should now. Because like, stuff that's really happening. Like wildfires, nation versus nation, hurricanes. It's like
earthquakes, volcanoes erupting, everything.
Everything they're saying is happening.
But let me ask you this, stop you right there. Do you believe that it's like, you don't think that this shit has ever happened and they just publicizing it more now? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
this what's happening now never happened.
How do we know that? We get our information. Listen, we get our information from the news. Listen, we get our information. Yes, we do. We get our. Listen, we get our information from what the news tell us. What's in the newspaper. We don't know about nothing that's going on in Russia unless they put it. Listen, we don't know for a fact. Listen to what I'm saying. We sitting here right now. We don't know what the fuck is going on in Australia. The only way we're gonna know is that we go on our phone, look some shit up, or it come on the news. Wildfire in Australia kills millions and millions. Like, listen to what I'm saying, right? Just hear me out, right? The only way that we know for a fact is if somebody got some family in Australia and they actually call over like, oh my God, this happened. So somebody over here. Outside of that, we get our information from what the fuck we see and what we hear. We not actually, like, you get what I'm saying? Especially for all this other nation and all that shit.
That don't mean that you shouldn't believe.
I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is, like, it shouldn't mean that we should be going for that. Like I said, with this coronavirus shit, right? Not to go off subject, with this coronavirus shit, right? They talking about how many deaths it is, right? Nigga, you know how many people die in the hospital every day? On a regular, I'm talking about before this coronavirus shit happening, but they not putting that shit in the newspaper. 16,000 people died at University Hospital today. I mean, they're not doing that shit every time somebody die. But because of this coronavirus shit, they start publicizing how many deaths it is per day and trying to, you get what I'm saying? Like, now it's making it seem like it's more than what the fuck it is. But this shit could have been, what I'm saying is these fucking volcanoes could have been happening. These fucking hurricanes could have been like happening. It probably wasn't that bad, but they probably been happening. But now y'all publicizing it to make it seem like this is what's happening. And this, like, think about it, right? We ain't in war.
We are.
How?
Like, it's not like you gotta know what's going on.
Like, look, we in a, like, this is a fucking how you say it? Like, not a no
fucking recession.
No, I'm talking about as far as like the shit with us and what's that shit? The other country. Trump. China. Right. It's like a
It's a war. We are at war. How you can't say we at war? You talk about coronavirus.
No, I'm not saying. I'm talking about before this. You were saying like nation against nation, and they were saying that. But
nations against nations.
Yes.
That's very true right now. There are nations against nations.
But you know how long you know how.
They talk about an antichrist. They talk
before
about a
this,
man that's bringing about the end of the world.
Listen, before this, you know how many nations against nations it was? It was fucking Iran against fucking North Korea. It was fucking. It was been this. It been that. It's been that's nation against nation, my nigga. But it's just now it. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, damn, like, what the fuck am I really to believe? Like, this shit been happening, but now y'all publicizing it and letting it, you get what I'm saying? Oh, this is the end of times, and this is what he's gonna do, and this is all a plan. I just feel like it just be some other, like, it's another, I don't know. I just don't feel like God will want all his people, especially all the new comers, new babies and shit. I just don't feel like, if y'all saying that he's this almighty, he loves everybody, why would he want, you feel me? Like, why would he want all this shit to happen? To prove what? Yeah. And then they saying, like, yo, he gonna start it all over again, start from scratch and do all that. Like, why do all that? So he let us live all these millions and thousands of years to do it.
Hey, yo, you wanna know what's crazy? You see how, like, in the Bible, it be saying, like, you know, people used to live for a very long time.
Yeah.
Like, people used to live for 200 years.
Right.
People used to 500 years.
Yeah.
So people used to live for long.
That's what they said.
Until
that.
I'm trying to figure out why don't people, like, yo, they real.
What?
They're very real. Like, you know, like, that's like a loophole too. Like, if you want to believe in stuff like that, you can believe in stuff like that.
Yeah, it's people that's really like that, that really...
Like, even like the stuff that they find from before time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, before,
so let me ask you this, right?
In the shit that they found, like the shit they dig up and shit, like, do you believe in that? Like, do you believe that those things are real? Like, do you believe dinosaurs and shit? You don't believe shit like that?
I don't believe, this is what I don't believe, right? I don't believe that I don't believe that you can find a skull head and put a body with it and how it sound, how it look, how it walk, what it ate. I don't see you doing all that.
You don't think that?
No.
But you believe in science?
I believe science it's the only thing that could be proven.
So that's
how could that be proven?
That's how they prove it.
How? If you find a little,
do you know
listen,
what you eat affects your bones?
Listen, where did they get this information from? Listen, think about what I'm saying, right? Boom, they find a bone, right? A piece of bone, right?
And they can tell how old that bone is.
Listen, how? Where did they get their facts from? A book. They're looking at a book. They're trying to see. They're looking at. It's not. What are you basing your information off of? It's no facts. Y'all are going back to a book. Who the fuck wrote this book to tell you what the fuck?
Scientists, scientists, bro. That's
we
not
they
true.
getting they. You look. It's a 36-year-old. Listen to what I'm saying. If it's a 36-year-old scientist.
That's not
a
true.
bone scientist. He. This is what he do, right? He was on this earth for 36 years. He did all this research. How did he do the research? He read books, my nigga.
Like, when you do research, you do, like, see, this is what I'm trying to tell you.
Alright, traveling, touching bones, 36 years. So how much information could you get for you to detect what the fuck a bone is and how long it was living and how?
They had, so do you believe in the technology, the shit that they have now? Do you believe in that? Like, the shit that they have now.
The shit that they have now, right?
That's how they
it was based off of.
No.
Like, yo, we didn't have, think about it, we ain't have none of this shit. All that shit was book, handwritten. You had to do all your shit manually. And you was reading from a book. You was reading from a book that somebody else wrote down, a manual.
So you don't believe in Albert Einstein?
No.
You don't believe in Nikola Tesla?
No.
So that means you don't believe in George Washington?
No. The first president?
No. You don't believe in George Washington Carver?
Oh, I believe in George Washington Carver.
Wow.
Because he was the person, like a real live person.
That's so wrong.
No, that's not.
If you gotta believe, how can you not believe in these other people? If you believe
What?
in George Washington Carver,
I don't believe that these people didn't exist. I'm not saying that, but
So
what
the stuff
you
that
saying
they
Albert
did.
Einstein. Listen to
No,
what you're
listen,
saying.
I
Albert
said George-
Einstein.
Yeah.
Right? Albert Einstein. What did he supposed to do? He's supposed to be
Albert Einstein was a genius. He had all these different proven theories, and he had, like, it's these people that live, these people who live, like Darwin, and like all of these people who live.
Okay, they lived in what?
They documented shit that they was interested in, which made them very, like, do you believe in, like, you gotta believe that these people was very smart and that they know what they talking about and that they not just about to, like, say these things just to make you believe that this is so, like, it's science.
There's a lot of
is
people
proven.
out here.
Science is proven.
Albert Einstein.
It's proven. Stuff that he said.
Theories. You heard him say, you know what a theory is?
Yeah.
It's something that you think. Like, it's your own, what you think. It's a
So-
theory, what you make up. Well, that it's a theory until
But
it's
a
listen.
whole bunch of like, that's what theories don't mean that they're not true. Theories just those thoughts.
Once it's proven, then it's what?
It's still
Because
a
what they
theory,
tell you in
though.
school, like,
it,
yo,
it came from a theory though.
a theory is
Yeah,
something
it had to
that,
be a proven theory. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So it's always going to be it was always going to be a theory. Like, long story short, science is proven. So that's how you got to believe certain stuff. Certain things that science is tied to, specifically math, because math is tied to everything. I believe math
listen
is
to
tied
what
to
I
everything.
listen to my question, right? Albert Einstein, right? In order for him to know that something was right or that something was wrong, he had to get okay from
No, the
somebody.
fuck he didn't.
How? So what was he?
People who-
How was he a genius about what though? I don't get
He
it.
was smart. Like, how could you not say this man?
So what did
He
so you did it on
explained
your
gravity.
own?
He explained gravity.
How?
What do you mean how? He was
How did
smart.
he listen to what?
Look, this is a theory. His
So then
theory.
he what? He
of-
went to
listen,
school.
No,
or
the
he,
fuck. Look,
so
look,
what
look.
did he do?
His theory, his own thought. Just check this out. His own thoughts
So we
of
going
gravity.
off. We going off
Science.
off of somebody.
So
and
it's not true?
So it ain't. So you don't
So
think
is
it.
it true?
So you don't think it changed. You don't think motherfuckers added no.
No.
We're gonna have
Do
to
you
get
know-
back.
do you
We're
know
gonna have to
about-
get back next week. We talk about Albert Einstein, okay? Today we back on religion because we getting too way off topic.
He gonna
But
try to kill my shit. It's a fact. though.
we going back to Albert Einstein because I got some shit. I don't
No,
believe
not
that.
even- I'm not saying
That's a
him.
dub.
I'm not saying him in particular. It's people like him. That's why I said George Washington Carver.
And
He
what-
was a scientist.
And what did they use? They used his theories and tried to.
No. What I'm trying to tell, I was using scientists. I was trying to use like how you believe in like scientists.
Yeah, look how you. Other people like will believe in Albert Einstein. They believe that
But
he.
you believe in George Washington Carver. That's what
No,
I'm
I
trying to say.
believe that he was. I believe that
You
he was
believe
a person.
He created the person. So do you believe that he was the person who identified what the peanut was and grew it and cultivated it and made it this mass thing? Do you believe that?
No, I believe it was already here.
People didn't know what they was doing with peanuts.
No,
before
but I
George
know that you
Washington
could.
Carver.
You could eat them.
But do you hear what I said? Scientists.
But
and
not- but are you
George
listening to
Washington
what I'm-
Carver. You
Yeah, but-
believe in him, so it's like you gotta believe in what he
I
did.
believe that. Listen, it's just like anybody. If you get some shit and you just start experimenting with it, and you start like, let me see if I put this shit in the dirt. What would it do? And you just grow some shit. You're like, oh shit, like I ain't know that. And now anybody can do that. I believe that he was a person. I'm
So
not
what
saying that I
about the
believe.
oil?
Look, I'm not saying
What
that I
about
don't
peanut oil?
believe.
He
Listen
is the
to
person
what I'm
who
saying.
made the peanut.
I believe in the person. Like, I believe that George Washington Carver was actually a real person. I believe he was
So
a real
how can
person.
you, so
I didn't
you
say
believe
I don't
George
believe
Washington
in. I
Carver,
didn't say I
you
don't believe in Albert Einstein. I said I don't believe in the fact that you saying that he was a genius and that he fucking. Because how? Where did he get his information from? That's what I'm trying to understand. Hey, dude. I'm trying to see where he get his information from in order to make him a genius. Like,
Son, he is a real person. Son. And what I'm trying to say is, not only I was trying to get you to connect, like believing in scientists. We had started about
belief, like
how believing in what they saying is true. That's
right.
what we had. You have to, like, if we wouldn't know about it. We wouldn't know about it if it wasn't true.
Like we wouldn't know about peanuts and the power of peanuts and everything a peanut has to do in all these properties. If George Washington Carver didn't do what he did. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're
So
saying.
it's like you gotta believe these people who did these researches and went to these. You believe in the pyramids and all the stuff that's there and all this calligraphy and all this hieroglyphs and all. Like you gotta like you don't believe it, or it's because we never seen it for our own eyes.
No, I believe that
it's not real.
No, I believe that people, like, I believe that somebody. If it was already there, I believe that this is all what people think, and that it matches what the fuck, like it appears to be matches what the fuck they
we
think.
We discovered it.
Look,
but somebody had to put it there. This stuff wasn't there forever.
That's what I'm saying. So look, if somebody was there, so look, let me just ask you this. Let's use the pyramid, like how you just said. We're using the pyramid, right? It's already there. Somebody go there. Look, all right.
They built them.
All right, so look, they built them, right? We don't know the people that built them. We don't know why the fuck they built them. We don't know none of that.
We don't know.
But
don't
look,
know the real reasons
so you
why.
telling me that somebody, you telling me that somebody could just really like study this shit, right? They go to it, they touch it, they.
How?
What are they doing? They reading about it, right?
Explain though. It's certain stuff that they can't explain. Like how did people have these tools to cut these rocks in specific circles? Like how?
Right.
Where did they have these tools? Where did they get this from? Where? How? Where did it come from?
Right.
Where did they get this idea to make a triangle?
Right.
Where do it come from?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, what do you believe?
But what I'm saying is, like, the people if people believe in scientists, I'm just saying I question a lot of shit. So it's like, that's why I can't believe everything. Like, I gotta, like, I don't know.
I know to believe.
Maybe that's my problem in life, but like, back to Muslims. You don't feel like they're aggressive?
No.
Like, you don't feel like they want, like, you don't feel like if in a room full of every other type of religion, you don't feel like you don't feel like they're more aggressive?
Nah, because I grew up where Christians was aggressive. If you don't believe in God, you're going to hell. You're going to burn in the hellfire if you don't believe this.
That's what you believe. That you.
That's not aggressive.
Hey.
Oh, if you believe in Muslim, or if you believe in Muslims, you're not a real believer. That's not aggressive.
No, aggressive is more so like trying to force somebody to become what you are. That's aggressive. Muslims, like come over to the like.
So Christians do the same thing. That's called missionaries. They recruit people to be Christian. They go and tell them the gospel of God and the gospel. Yes.
But I don't feel like I feel like the approach is way more different than being on the corner with a loud ass speaker, getting tough as hell. Like, yeah, come on over to. Like that's we talking about.
You dead wrong. You dead wrong.
No, look.
Muslims don't
we
do
talking
that.
about.
You dead wrong. You dead wrong for that.
No, we talking about religion. Like, I was just saying, like, to me, I feel like Muslims is more the aggressive. Like, if you put them in a room with other different religions, I feel like they're just more the more aggressive religion. He said he don't agree with that.
I don't think I agree with that either.
Who would you say you feel is the more aggressive?
Jehovah's Witnesses.
What? Yeah. I'm gonna text you.
Can I give you the money?
Just get it to me when I come back.
All right.
Alright. Okay.
Y'all don't forget to text me, I'm getting it.
I'm not. I'm about to.
Yeah, I think Jehovah's Witness. Is that a part of Christianity?
No, the Jehovah is their own religion.
But they're not aggressive.
You know, they're aggressive. They are.
So I feel like Muslims
are not aggressive.
I feel like they are aggressive when it comes to them. Like, if you ask them a question and then they put their input, I feel like that's when they become aggressive. But like, they're not like that off the rip. You feel me? Them like Muslims I came across, they was chill. Like,
No, I agree. Jehovah.
The correct Muslims only try to like inform you. They don't really push it on you.
Yeah.
They're like.
So is there a certain type of Muslim that is like that?
What I said was like religion. If I was being close to anything, I would like a religion I would believe in would be Islam. Do you believe in religion?
I do believe in religion.
What religion do you believe in? If it's not, I'm sorry.
What religion would I be?
No, if you
Like right now, like do you believe like in the religion right now? Like
I don't have a religion, but I do believe in religion though. But like I don't have a religion. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it do make
yeah,
sense.
it do make sense.
We believe in religion.
Right.
We don't have
it right.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't believe in the things that religion is like. I
don't
Right.
believe
Right.
in
Like, I don't believe, I feel like religion is like a game.
No.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta
See,
do
I'm not
certain
about to
things
play
to,
with them.
look, I feel like you gotta do certain things to get in the game, just like how you gotta do certain things to become, like, you have to come, like, with Islam, what you gotta do, you gotta take your shahada, right? When you about to become, when you Muslim, you get baptized. When you feel me, like, this is like the initiation, like, you get what I'm saying, like, boom. And then they got stipulations. No, they got stipulations of what you can't do when you become, like, yo, you're not supposed to, like, you don't.
It's like things that gotta follow, gotta go.
Right.
But that's all
And then they
religion,
have
but
they
Muslims too,
they have
gotta,
the
like,
pastors, like, whoever is the pastors that are, like, they the big homies, like, you get what I'm saying, like,
Yeah, I'm not
Chris,
Christian.
but
I don't
I'm just
eat pork.
saying that you know how people be saying like,
No, that's
oh,
true.
Muslims, you're not supposed to eat pork. Do you know in the Bible it tell you not to eat pork?
But it just look like.
But this is what I'm saying. Do you get
Right.
no? But do you get? That's how you can see
Yeah.
the type of like.
I need help with my internet password.
what internet password
My,
to your game? It's your name.
I know that, but they got numbers.
It's your birthday, 0922.
I'm saying it's very like Islam is, I believe, the closest thing you could be to me, in my opinion, my own opinion.
Mhm.
If you believe in religion, you believe in like a God, because it's not about religion. Like Islam, like it's like spiritual for real.
You know what? I agree with that. Like
Islam is spiritual. They practice yoga when they pray.
Mhm.
You know that yoga is like spiritual and shit like that.
Mhm.
When you practice Islam, doing those like when you stand and you doing all that stand, like that's really yoga practice. You know, like like that. It's like the closest thing you almost get. You know how clean they are and stuff like that. In the Bible, what they tell you, cleanliness is next to God. It's like the Bible. I don't want this. Like I said, I be feeling.
Yeah,
but the Bible fake practice to me. Like it's like a lower
Like a
level
lower-
of your devotion. I think Islam is a stronger devotion to what you believe than it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The stuff they tell you not to do in the Bible, people still do.
Facts.
Until this stuff they tell you in the Quran not to do, people still do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like what you believe in. How do I believe in that shit? I don't believe in it. That's why I say it'd be very crucial for us to have somebody who believe in religion.
Right.
I feel like the closest religion I would choose.
I think
would
Ben
be,
believe in religion.
like Muslim, I guess, but I don't agree with certain things that they go by that they allow. Like I feel like it can be very sexist too, because it's like how can you allow men to have multiple wives and the woman can't have the same, regardless if you could afford it or not. 'Cause
Right.
What if we could and they got like 10 wives? Like that's fucked up. If that's the case, let me have some fucking husband.
Right.
Cool.
Right.
But that's like no, like.
She says I'm like a
There's
husband.
just nothing. I just can't get down with that. Like I could practice like praying and all that stuff, but I don't want to like like I don't believe in that either. Like
There's different things you have to. It's like what you
Right.
choose to believe in, the benefits you get from it. You gonna sacrifice how you feel for it to get those benefits.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And it's like it's very weird to me.
Leanne.